Hello everyone, Alex from Berkman here, and today it's all about Malbec. Some bright spark has decided that this week it's International Malbec Day, so we've put together a mixed case for Help for Hospitality that shows you 6 different Malbecs from 3 different countries. It's a kind of Malbec, and it would be well worth checking out if you like this grape variety. Now, the Malbec grape 20 years ago was really a local grape for local people. But then Argentina picked it up and discovered an amazing way with it. They turned this rather wild, tannic, awkward variety into something sumptuously fruity, and latterly developed some really sensational top-end examples as well. Thanks to that success, there's now increased interest in Malbec from other parts of the world. And our case, of course, includes 3 Malbecs from Argentina. We've got 2 from France and 1 from Spain, completing the case. The first one is this Cahors, the original spiritual home of Malbec. It was known in England as the black wine of Cahors back in the day, and that's because it was so inky and tannic, and it was great if you could be bothered to cellar it for 20 years, but who can these days? So it's reinvented itself as a much more accessible style, but still with heaps of character. This is an organic Cahors, really interesting because it's got this fantastic kind of plum skin aroma that is very distinctive of Malbec, but it's also a bit herbal. It's quite complex, not an oaky style particularly, but quite savoury nonetheless. But then when you drink it, it's great because it's not too inky. It's 2017 and it's already accessible, gives a lot of pleasure. Next up, we've got this guy. This is Révélation Malbec from Badet Clément, based in the Languedoc, and they've made a really delicious Malbec here that has a little bit more of an oak influence. Just 10% of the wine was aged in new oak, but that's enough to give it much more of a vanilla kind of sweetness, even if it's not as fruity a style as the Cahors here. A lovely sort of vanilla and caramel aroma that complements this more subtle fruit. In the mouth, lots of sweetness, richness, but it's not heavy. Only 13% alcohol, and that's a really delicious alternative expression of Malbec from an area where it hasn't traditionally been grown. And the same could be said of our final wine, which is A Punto from the center of Spain in La Mancha. And this wine is super fruity. This is really all about the fruit, and perhaps it's the closest to the Argentinian style, but what an amazing glass of fruit you can have here. It just leaps out from the first sniff. All these plums and berries, and then in the mouth it's very supple, very soft, and you might even think about chilling this. Hope you enjoy it. Stay well, drink better, good health. Cheers.